There was not one bidder in the whole state of Michigan that was bidding. It was from California, Boston, and New York. And they thought I couldn't possibly win because 10 points of this bidding would be from Community Development Corporation, CDCs. You get 10 points. So if I did, and they were all taken. So the most I could get was 90. So you know what I said? I said, look, here's my bid, okay? I promised I would come back and redevelop my community. But here it is. We're going to call it even. Either way, we'll call it even. They were a little shocked. They said, what did you say, call it even?
You took it by storm.
I said, put it in and out. Well, when the CDCs found out that I put a bid in, all of them, not some of them, every single one left the partners they had and they joined me. I had 5 CDCs. They literally left every one of them. I had just built a Booster Optimist Club too. Of Detroit, and they would say, "Her, please take it, please take it." So I decided to take it, of course, and I would take it only if I could build what I wanted to build, and that's why I built it. I named it after the Motown artist, because for us Detroiters, we love
Motown.
But nowhere do you see Motown anywhere. You say, well, where's the Motown artist? Where are the legends? Where are the streets named? Where are the statues?
Absolutely.
So I do projects that no one else would do. No one was going to do the Hotel St. Regis, not one person. So I put together a coalition of ministers and Motown artists, and we did it. Now, our timing was tough, because all of the hotels in Detroit went under, and we did too. But you know something? That's okay. You can take a hit because we bought it back for 10 cents on the dollar. You understand what I mean?
And it's doing quite well.
It's doing much, much better. I said, well, what else is tough? I want to do the toughest projects possible. Well, Grand River Greenfield. So we bought Grand River Greenfield, and we built Walgreens, we built some new shopping centers, Tower Center we filled up. We bought the Mammoth building and was going to renovate it for Wayne County Community College. They threw me a curveball now. They went to Southfield and Outer Drive and told me the week we were supposed to be closing. So it kind of crushed me. I was working there free, but I loved them because I graduated from Wayne County. I didn't graduate from Wayne County. I went there. I didn't graduate from any college. I'll tell people I went to Ellis College, the School of Less Knowledge. But my goal now is to finish renovating that corner, you understand? And so that we can move Detroit forward. And that's one of the things that's probably in my skin that I really got to do. I got to finish Grand River and Greenfield. It's one of our most important corners.
Now, I've heard you often speak. You don't need cash, you don't need credit, you need the 3 C's. Is that what it is, the 3 C's?
Well, traditionally, credit, collateral, cash, credit, and collateral are the traditional 3 C's.
Right, okay.
But I didn't have that.
Okay, so what would you tell someone, especially in this economy, Herb? So people may beg to differ. They're thinking, what is he talking about? That was years ago that you can do that no money down stuff, and people are not having faith.
You can certainly still do it today. What you need is a computer, a cell phone, and a car.
I told you it was a 3 C's.
With gas. Dr. Odilia, what we try to do at Strather Academy, and my goal right now, because I don't have a long time to live. Now, none of us do. Let's get that straight, okay?
Well, I don't know.
I guarantee you, 50 years from now, I'm not going to be here, and a lot of y'all ain't going to be here. So we don't have a long time to live. As a matter of fact, our time on earth is not that far. It's only, 70, 80, 90? You get to be 100, you're in good shape. You understand? So I really don't have a long time. So what I want to do is to create a whole new generation of developers. And I know I can do that.
Absolutely.
And so I started Strather Academy. And I said, look, I'm going to make it affordable. For private coaching, it'll cost you $25,000. You don't have $25,000. You understand? So my students pay me $2,500 and they sit around a round table and they got to do a deal to graduate, and they got to do it without putting up any money. They got to understand the fundamentals of real estate, how to do creative purchase agreements, how to do a deal without lying or going to jail.
Absolutely.
Because look what the banks say. Their policy is not to allow you to take any cash out, and you have to fully disclose. If that is the case, and there are forensic underwriting right now, if that's the case, how can you possibly buy a piece of real estate and pull out cash today? And yes, you can do that. You can absolutely do that.
And that's what people learn when they come to Strather Academy, am I right?
Right, but it's not just pulling the cash out and going buying a Cadillac. You got to redevelop that property now. And then you'll have you some cash left over. Hopefully, if you did it right, you should be able to buy the property, have cash to renovate it, renovate the property, have some cash left over. This is what we teach at Strather Academy. We show, and you have to graduate. In order to graduate, you have to do a deal, and you have to do it without putting cash in. You got to demonstrate that you could close a deal. Now, you know, when I go to University of Michigan and Harvard, like I said, I get a lot of, you know, people watching me coming in because they want to know, you know, how do you do this? Because real estate courses at Wharton's in Michigan and Harvard is nothing but a course in finance, equity and debt. You understand?
Okay.
Nothing but, and then they show you different ways to raise equity, what syndication is about. But you know, I had to learn all of this on my own. I had no money growing up. So in order for me to do a deal, I had to put it together without cash. I'll tell you one deal, just one structure that may help people. I remember my very first deal was on Myers and 6 Mile. I did 190 unit development and I didn't have any cash, but I had a guy who had money. I said, look, why don't you put $100,000 in the bank? And I want you to pledge that 100 as collateral. And we're going to buy this property and borrow 200 grand to put down. So we put 100 in the bank, and we gave them an assignment of the land contract as collateral also. So they had 2 pieces of collateral. They loaned us the 200, we put it down. It was 100% finance, just a signature. I got 50, he got 50. That's been a very good property for many years.
And see, we're going to have you come back continually on Transforming Detroit, giving us some tips on how to do, because so many people are in a position now, Herb, that they want what you are talking about. They're desiring it. So many people are losing their homes right now, have lost their homes, are homeless via living with family and friends. I've been there as well. And in that space, people, they, you know, buying money with no money down, this, that, and the third, they don't understand. But I know for a fact, as you pushed past all limitations and did it, I know they can do it. And that's what I look forward to sharing with them, having people to understand that.
Well, thank you, Dr. Odilia. Detroiters can help Detroiters. Not everybody is broke. And
That's
when
right.
you could buy real estate for 10 cents on the dollar, you have to be crazy not to do it. You could help your neighbor. Your neighbor got a $120,000 mortgage. That mortgage could be sold for $12,000 and the bank agreed to do it because they entered a huge settlement agreement. You could loan them the $12,000 and even give them a $25,000 land contract. Double your money. Let them pay you $500 for 7 years and pay it off. Instead of them having $120,000 to pay for 25 years. It's a win-win. Now at Strather Academy, I do a lot of blogs free. I urge Detroiters, you know, with that Detroit DNA, because we're one of the greatest cities in America.
Absolutely.
Only New York was ahead of us. We was the Paris of the Midwest. We built the American middle class.
Now I'm going to say this, and that is an understatement, because I was in the UK in 2011, sitting across from one of the executive directors of the Diaspora. They're associated with the United Nations. She said to me, she said, your city, when Detroit went down, we were affected. And that was in the UK.
That's right.
We are
You're like
very
the
strong.
heartbeat of the world.
Absolutely.
And that is very, very important. And at the Strather Academy, I give away a lot of free stuff. I invite all of the listeners and all of your colleagues to check out Strather Academy. You know, we try to educate a whole new generation of developers, and that's my goal in life.
I don't know about you, but I enjoyed this today. And when we come right back, we're going to have our final thoughts. And I thank you again for watching Transforming Detroit. It is so. We'll be right back.
Hey, Sarah.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute.
Been doing like I taught you. Love the new tattoo, Sarah.
Dude, that's Sarah. The girl in the pink shirt. That's the girl I was telling you about.
Theater 2 on your left. Hey, Sarah. What color underwear today?
Hey, Sarah. So when are you going to post something new?
Anything you post online, anyone can see. So think before you post.
Welcome back to Transforming Detroit. We're going to close it out for today with our final thoughts. We have 60 and 60, Herb. You think you can do it? I want you to look into that camera and let them know.
313-444-9691.
Thank you, Herb, for coming on Transforming Detroit.
Thank you.
This has definitely been a pleasure. And my final words to you. First, my mission is to help billions come to realize their life's true purpose. And with that, I want you to feel free to get pregnant in the spirit, how to birth a life of true purpose. You can find it. It's available worldwide on Amazon.com. And remember this, if you desire change, you must first celebrate in advance while knowing, and I mean knowing, that it is so. And I believe that it is. Transformation, it is so, Detroit. We'll see you next week.